Yeah.
Or are we searching for a game?
Yeah.
You smell? Yeah. Oh, let me see what I have here.
Oh, I had a question for you earlier, but now I don't remember. Oh yeah, no wait. I think, yeah, I asked Megan. Just the fuck out.
Yeah. What was it? What was it?
I I was looking on Snapchat, and this girl posted on her story the definition of the word demigirl. And like I've never
Huh?
heard that before, so I was like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
neither.
that? And I read it, and apparently it's like it's someone who usually identifies as a girl, but sometimes as a guy. And my first thought was, what the fuck? And then my second thought was, if I'm dating her, am I sometimes gay? Like, so I got the offer to go to Cracker Barrel
Crevice
today.
Barrel. Yeah.
I've never gone there,
Fuck.
and I refused. And I refused because it sounded weird. I didn't like it. I didn't think it sounded good.
Cracker Barrel has some good food.
Cracker Barrel. I don't know. I just
It
didn't
has like this little
think-
mini game that you play with sticks with. You gotta go. You gotta go. Oh my gosh.
You know, this is
Whoa,
why
hey,
your
hold on.
siblings never. This is why your siblings never offered reindeer games to you. All right, that's why no one
Yeah,
ever
all
wanted
those
to play reindeer.
all the
games
reindeer
with you.
games that you weren't a part of, they enjoyed happily. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, but Brooklyn, okay, so I feel like you could plant trees in a very weird way.
I feel like.
Like, if you were to plant a whole bunch of trees, I'm just gonna start throwing these pallets down.
Okay,
if you
I
were
have
to
a
start
question.
throwing, I mean, yeah, what?
So, you know, like, how people have,
Well, spit it out. No, I can't. What?
you know, how people, like, have places on their roof, that are flat, and, like, they don't look at
Balcony?
very often. No, like, on their actual roof, like, they don't go up there and look at it at all,
Yes.
or very often.
Okay, I can't look at
Do
it.
you think you could plant a tree on someone's roof?
Ooh.
Now, my only problem with this idea is that there isn't anywhere for the roots to go.
You wait, yeah, could you bend the roots? Like purposely make or like bend the roots into a certain way?
I don't think so. Because they just grow naturally.
Yes, Pizza Man.
I'm gonna see.
Aggressive slinky competition.
Extreme snail racing. Fly cage fighting to the death.
Aggressive book reading contest.
Competitive Russian counting. Oh my fuck, that was.
No. Oh, okay, broken. Right. Hold on, let me get this real quick. Do you think that there's ever simpler times? Have I already said this to you?
No.
Okay. Do you think there's ever, like, simpler times?
Like when, or
Like
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 in the
so
past or in the
people
future?
so people will be like, "Oh, um 30 years ago when we were kids, it was, oh, I wish I could go back there. It was so simple." Isn't it always simple? Because won't people like 20 or 30 years from now be saying that? Is there ever like such a thing as simpler times? Like, yeah, you
So,
could get as simple as like we were hunting and gathering, and that's all we were looking for. But
yeah,
is there ever like
so
simpler times? Because
as
this is
long
simpler
as
than it's
like
gonna get in
recorded
20 to 30
history,
years.
um, I would say I don't think there's ever been simpler times because no matter what, someone is always unhappy. Like someone in history is going to be unhappy during every period of time. When people wish back to simpler times, they're wishing back to when they felt like it was simple, to what, like they felt happy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but like when people wish back to like where like you could get a job at like 12 as a train worker or some shit. Like, people
train
wish
go
back to how
run. Yeah,
simple it was, but then you kind of have to think that women were like treated as property back then. Like
yeah.
shit wasn't so great.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's
And also,
spirit.
that kind of ties in with the people don't know how, or like kids these days don't know how good they have it.
Yeah, that's some
You
bullshit.
didn't like, neither did you when
Yeah,
you were growing up. Like, I don't know. That's that. I feel like those
that's
are just never-ending cycles.
I don't
Like,
know.
and it
Like
also
unless
ties
you're
into the kind of standards. Like, you're supposed to go to high school and you're supposed to go to college to get a really good job, but like most people just fall millions into debt and live normal lives and paycheck to paycheck, which is horrible, I feel like.
so yeah, like my
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna ask you this already. Why do we assume that like when people die they gain more power in the afterlife? Like, what if you have just the same amount of strength but you're invisible now? And it
What do
takes
you
a
mean by that?
long, like, okay, like you always, like in supernatural or stuff, like you always see like ghosts or whatever fucking dragging people out of rooms and like across the floor and they can't do anything about it. But like, what if they're not that, like what if they have the same amount of strength as they did when they were living, but they're invisible and it takes them more time to like concentrate their energy to even do anything. Does that make any sense? Or do I sound really
No.
retarded?
I,
Cool.
because I haven't heard anyone say that you gain more power when you're in the afterlife. I've heard people say, "Oh, they're in a better place now," but I've never heard someone go, "Yeah, you gain, you like level up when you go into the
No, but
afterlife."
like when people think of ghosts, they get I don't know. When people like
And
think
I
of
don't even think ghosts
ghosts,
have powers like that.
yeah, they do. They go woo, woo.
Scary apple. No, I think ghosts take energy from certain things.
I feel
I
like
don't think they just
I
and that dragging stuff. I don't know about that.
so I feel like ghosts can like heavily influence people's emotions. I feel like they can kind of rub off their emotions on you, or like they can just kind of make you feel drained and just take shit from you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know.
Alright, well, the afterlife